So hey guys, I hope the glare on my glasses doesn't bother you guys too much. I'm going to be filming with them just because I am going to be talking about school today and I want it to look intellectual. And my makeup's been on all day and it looks like trash, so I was like, let me cover with my glasses. So I really hope the glare doesn't bother you guys, but anyways, today I wanted to make a video about my college experience. I told you guys I was gonna do it. Here I am. Let's get started. So I'm going to start off with the fact that this is my second semester of college. My first semester just ended and then I had winter break and now I'm on my second semester. I'm 19 years old. I just graduated from high school 2016, so I started my freshman year of college. I want to tell you guys about my experience, some tips and tricks, and all that good stuff. So, being my first semester of college, I had no idea what to expect. Luckily, I had people who were there to kind of guide me and show me all the good stuff and get adjusted to the new lifestyle, basically, because college is a lot different than high school. First difference being that a lot of the stuff you do now is online. So, started my freshman year of community college and I started off with 4 classes. So in these 4 classes I went Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then I was there from about 9:30 to 2:45, and then in between that I had 2-hour break. So there's that. I had 4 classes, but I guess now graduating as a sophomore, like going on to sophomore year of high school, of college, you need 30 credit hours. 4 classes is only 12 credits, and then if I were to take another 4 next semester, that would only be 24 credits. So technically I wouldn't be considered a sophomore. Knowing that now I'm taking 5 classes this year, for that reason I'm gonna have to catch up and do either summer classes, or is it Maymester, it's what it's called, or those classes where you only go for 2 weeks and it counts as 3 credits as well. So that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I was going to those 4 classes. Pretty simple. I was taking a college readiness class I was required to be taken by my school. I was taking the first part of English, I was taking the first part of government, and the first part of history. My major, if you guys didn't know, I want to major in fashion merchandising. I am doing my basics in community college and then doing my associates in science there. So when I transfer to my university of choice, all my basics should be done. Now I'm just going to focus on fashion classes. I'm saving a lot more money going to community college, and it's really close to my house, so I am able to drive there. It's only about 30-minute drive when there's no traffic, so it's not too bad. During these 4 classes, I was getting adjusted to the environment. Like I said, I was going to school not knowing what to expect. So what ended up happening with me, I was going to school and working, and I told my job that I wanted to go to work the days that I went to school, so I would have the 2 days I didn't go to school to do my homework. But not knowing this, it turns out that a lot of your assignments are actually due the day that you go to school. So I would go to school for college readiness class, and I would go to school and then I would have homework for the class due at 11:59 p.m. that same day. So I would go to school from 9 to 3:20 and then not get home until 4, and then I would have work from 5 to 10, and I would have homework until 12. So that did not work for me at all, you guys. I had to change my work schedule and not put your work schedule above your school schedule. Make your schedule, your school schedule, your top priority, unless you are working at a job that you want to stay at your whole life. Do not make your job your priority. I'm sorry. This is what I recommend to do because school is more important right now. I do part-time job, and I'm only doing part-time job because I want to have my own money. Thankfully, I don't have a lot of bills to pay, so I don't struggle with a lot of people put work above school because they need to pay bills, they need to do this. All I'm saying is take the sufficient amount of classes that you can handle while working, because there is no point in taking so many classes and going to work, and if you're going to dedicate yourself at work. Like my teacher said, if you're going to dedicate yourself at work, stay there. If that's your top priority, stay there while you're going to school if you're not going to put 100% at school, because you want to do your very, very best. This is what's going to determine your future. If you want to be a doctor, if you want to be a fashion merchandiser, if you want to be anything, like put school as your #1 priority. That's what I did. So I ended up changing my whole work schedule to only working the days that I didn't have school, and that did give me less hours, but I ended up managing my schoolwork a lot easier. I was making great grades. I ended up making 3 A's and 1 B. My goal this semester is to just make A's, and hopefully that happens. Knocking on wood. I am going to try my best. I'm taking harder classes this semester, and I am taking 5 classes. I'm going to school 4 days this semester. So instead of 3. So that's that. But anyways, a lot of the stuff is online now. You have to go online to submit your homework, to check if you have any assignments due, all of that stuff. The downside of college is that when something is due, it's due for most teachers unless they reopen the assignment. If you pass 11:59 p.m. and you don't do that homework, it's gonna be a 0. There's no late work for a lot of teachers. There's no like, oh yeah, let me turn it in tomorrow and they'll accept it. No, like you have to do it. So like I said, make school your top priority. Another tip that I want to give you guys, and this is what my friend Megan told me. She is my coworker at my job. She said, I was like, I'm having so much trouble. I am a very unorganized person. You guys didn't know this. I'm not organized like at all. I will have folders, I will have binders, I won't use them. So that was my problem. I told her, I was like, I'm gonna go get a planner because I feel like I have to be more organized. And she told me that she had the same problem I did. She said to go through all your syllabuses, and that should, or go through wherever it says all your homework assignments, where everything is due, go through that, get a planner and write down when every assignment is due on your planner. And then on the calendar portion, write down the important events. So every day you come home from school, you open up your planner to the date it is, and you know exactly what you need to do, because that way you're not going through the whole website, through every single class, searching for every homework, because that's how you get unorganized. And I said I was gonna do that, and I actually never did, and things ended up working out for me. I still went through everything and like make sure I did my homework, obviously, because like I said, I had all A's and just 1 B. But I am going to do this semester. I just have to take the time to actually buy I have the planner. I have to take the time to do that. And what I recommend is to actually buy a planner that you absolutely love. You won't feel the need to not look at it. Like, I feel like if something's really pretty, like I'm gonna be like, oh, let me write on my planner, it's super cute, you know? So that's what I recommend doing. Another thing I recommend is to get a map of the classes you're taking. So a map of your school, so you don't get lost the very first day. A map will really help you out, as well as like parking close to the classes that you're going to take, so you don't have to walk so far, things like that. Another tip that I would recommend is that find a study partner in any of your classes, and every time you have homework, every time you need help, every time you have an assignment, group work, things like that, you know to go to them. Most of the time, those are the people that stick with you throughout your college. You know, a lot of the times people go and actually choose the same classes as their study partner. They need those classes, obviously, and they end up being study partners for the rest of their college life, and that really helps out to have somebody else to be with you, and they understand some things that you don't understand, you understand things they don't understand, and that can really help you out through that. The only difference that I feel like is that in college you have way more freedom. You can dress however you want to most of the time. I don't know if that's every college, but community college that I go to, you can dress however you want to. The teachers are pretty chill. Like, they're gonna be chill. They're not gonna care as much as high school people though. High school teachers, as in like persistent of getting your homework done in time or getting stuff done in time. They will just give you the stuff and expect you to do it because you are old enough, you are mature enough to do your homework, and not be constantly bothered and like reminded to do that because they expect you to do that. Another thing I wanted to talk about was books. You do have to buy books for your classes. A lot of the times it's just a code that you have to buy, and I think it's ridiculously expensive. A code to do my homework is like $100, $150. Not as expensive as an actual college, you know, or university. You know, it's community college, but still pretty expensive. I mean, for a book and stuff like that, I do recommend getting used books if you actually want the book. But like I said, the code was really important for my classes anyways, and every code was different, so buying a used book had no like importance to the code. So a lot of the classes, they don't require you to get the book, just the code, and the code by itself is like $65 depending on the class, and the books are like $100, so you do save a little bit of money there, but still expensive. What my parents did for a long time is that when I was like still in my elementary years, they were saving up money every month, adding it to a savings account, so whenever I actually turned old enough to use that money for my college career, I was able to just get the money from that savings account and use it now. If that's not the case for you though, there is help. There is FAFSA, there is scholarships you can apply to, there is loans you can get, a lot of other options. Don't just not go to school if your dream is to go to school, get your degree, do your dream job. Go to school. There's things that can help you go to school. And like I said, make school your top priority. My overall experience, I would say, was pretty great. I actually enjoyed college more than I did high school just because the maturity is way up and I consider myself a more mature person. I also feel like I'm less dependent on other people because of college, so I am depending on myself to get things done, and I feel a lot more accomplished doing my homework and getting good grades because it's just me, you know, it's just you. So that was my overall experience. I hope a little bit of these tips you guys take and apply them to your life. If you're going into college soon, remember your main goal is to graduate and get your degree and start working on something you love to do. Don't ever get discouraged or feel like shy to talk to anybody. If someone talks to you, you talk to them. If you know, make friends. A good experience so far. I am having a good time. It doesn't even feel like I'm going to school, to be honest. I don't have to wake up that early anymore. I go to school 4 days a week this semester and they go by fast, and I feel like I am actually getting a lot of things accomplished, and I hope to one day succeed in my goals, and I hope you guys also succeed in your goals. I know you will. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is it for this video, but if you guys have any questions, I will make sure to answer those for you because I know it can be something new to get used to and stuff like that. But thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.